get onto it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to D&D Blender presents Waterdeep Vengeance Descent into Avernus. Well, no longer Descent. Ascent from Avernus, really, at this stage. I am your humble DM, Tim, and today we have with us Kegara.
Hello.
Fleur.
How?
Jackie.
Ow. Yes.
And Charmaine.
Hello.
The previous session, the group had managed to break their way through the sphere in order to get to the counter-tits led by Jackie, dueling them in an epic battle, knocking both Jackie and Greggggggggg or Charmaine out, killing the clone version of Mr. Mime Bender, simulacrum version, I should say, actually. Unfortunately, not able to capture the mighty Flare, who escaped somewhere, you don't know where to. Interrogating Jackelyn as she lies dying, Fleur stabilized her and found out how to restore the section of the city of Waterdeep back to where it was. Rolling, was something like a 32 on performance, Jackie? Something like that? With the keytar. Playing the tune backwards, reversing the enchantment, bringing the sphere as well as the city up out of the hells, teleporting directly above the section where it was removed from the city of Waterdeep and clunking it back down into place. You now see the sun for the first time in quite a while, and you hear the sound of bustling and alarms going on down below. No longer the oppressive heat of Avernus. And it isn't long as you are looking at all of this, you start seeing griffin riders beginning to circle around, recognizing them as the city guard, the ones that actually chased you out of the city when all of this plotline
started.
Kicked off. Your balloon did follow along. It is still with you.
Which means we still have...
You still have Scabatha with you. And at this point, you see Deacon sort of dragging Aurora. Say, guys, a little help. He's really messed up.
I will fly over to Aurora. And I want to help, but I don't know how to help.
Just give us a medicine check.
13.
13. All right. You can't, you don't notice any injuries on him apart from his fingers, which are basically worn down to nearly bone, but he just looks incredibly tired. He's just unconscious. Yeah. Like he's not in any danger of dying, provided he would get rest. So
I think he just needs lots of sleep, Deacon.
Oh, okay. It's okay, boss. We got him. He did a good job. Hey, you guys did pretty good too. That was a good performance.
Yes, I even sang.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but you did good.
I'm just gonna sit on Aurora's chest and I'll put the flute back to the way it normally is, and I'll just sort of sit there.
Okay.
Not kicking my heels against his ribs, but just
sort of going up and down as he breathes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool.
I can put Aurora on my horse.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Right. So you call over Jill.
On my nightmare.
I would say let's take him to our inn for a few days rest, but I don't know what...
Well, first things first, I'll face step back over to the balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Without the flamey bits.
Yep.
And say to Scabatha, are you heading back to Avernus?
Yeah. So I don't really want to be here, but
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll leave.
And she pulls up into her little bag. She pulls out a little wind-up toy and she winds it. Now she winds it. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it's the full-size one. There you go.
I'll leave this guy to pilot the device. Good luck.
And she just disappears in a puff of flame.
I was going to give her the balloon because she liked it.
Yeah. Oh, nah. It's yours. Your balloon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You gave up your eye for the balloon. You get the balloon.
You gave your eye for the balloon.
Plugs the plugs the violins back in and starts playing victory music.
At this stage, you see 3 griffin riders. They actually swoop down and they land. They leap down and they dismount. One of them stepping forward, the other 2 taking up defensive positions. It's like, hail! Wrong one, actually. It's like, hail to you all. So, what is it? Yes. Who, he's again. Hail to you all. Name yourselves. Friend or foe?
Friend? We just returned your city to you.
We are friends.
We are the 4 abreast, and
Oh.
over there is the last of the counter-tits.
I see. Well, you best report to Force Grey. They will be
That's
expecting you.
the plan. Are you able to take Aurora somewhere and Deacon so that they can be looked after?
We can certainly take care of it. Do you need transportation down?
The thing swoops past in an almost dangerous manner.
All right, appears not. Very well.
I don't know what I'm doing.
There is a little clockwork man to pilot. You need to tell him where you want it to go.
He might push me out the way and take over because
Yeah. Well, no, he was actually sitting in the chair, so you haven't unless you've pushed him out of the way.
I pushed it. I'm
Okay.
swinging the thing around. He might want to take me out of the chair because I'm being silly.
If you can take Aurora somewhere where he can get the proper care and rest that he needs, that would be really good.
Very well.
Please. And we will go to Force Grey.
Okay. You see him like pull out a stone, and he speaks into his walkie-talkie, and sends a message, and a few more Griffin riders begin to show up. And after a few minutes, the guards have taken Jackelyn, Greggggggg, and Aurora. Did you want to say anything about Greg, or just gonna let them take him into custody?
No, don't want to take him. No, don't take him. I've lost him for how many months now? How long have we been gone?
A while.
A long time.
But he did hurt people.
If he is a member of the Counter-Tits, he will have to be under arrest for now until this all gets sorted out.
Which means he can't go anywhere.
We'll know where he is.
Charmaine, he can't go anywhere.
Fine, keep him safe. I'll come back, my darling.
Okay. Ow. Ow. He's very badly hurt. How are you traveling is the question then. He's going to get on the balloon, I'm guessing.
Hey, robot man, park up next to the thing so that people can get on, huh?
You're like, the balloon parks down beside you all.
Yeah.
Alright, Chester, let's jump onto the big flying thing.
Hey, Mum. Kagura's on the balloon. Chester and Fleur on the balloon. Charmaine, I'm guessing you're going via balloon. And Jackie, do you want to go via balloon or via Jill?
I'll go by Jill.
Okay. And so Egan says,
I'll meet you guys at Force Grey once I see that Aurora's getting taken care of.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you all later. Yeah. Awesome concert, guys. Look forward to playing with you again.
Thanks, Deacon.
alrighty. And you all set off for Force Grey. You are greeted at the door by guards that immediately recognize you. And they say, four abreast, we've been expecting you. Please come on inside. And they escort you in, opening up the big doors.
This is a nice change.
And as you enter in, you see Ikora Ray, Finnegas, Zeref, whole bunch of people. Talia, a Goliath barbarian. Many of the people that you saw that were planning the adventures, they're all turning around to meet you. And they all look to you. And Ikora comes over to you and goes, well done, four abreast. seems that our faith in you was not misplaced. You've done a very good job. And in record time, too. We didn't expect you back for at least another week or so,
It was gross down there.
Well, the hells are nothing to sneeze at.
No, I sneezed a lot.
Really?
Yes. It was very dusty.
Really? Oh,
And,
not-
like, Bernie and...
Well, Bernie, most definitely. I didn't really think Dusty all that much.
Well, it's not like they have cleaners out everywhere sweeping up all that dust. All the ash and stuff.
That's true. So, tell us, what else did you discover? What was the cause of all of this? Did you... And how did you survive? Yes.
The cause of it was the countertails.
Yes, well, we figured as much, but what was it that they were doing? Has there been
Playing very loud music.
They made a deal. The leader of the counterfeits made a deal with...
Murder?
As some sort of...
Right.
No,
With some sort of demon-y type person.
Or devil or something. A name I don't
And
know.
offered up the souls of all the people that were sent down there. And as
In
payment...
return for power.
You know, the whole, you know, huge cosmic power, deaths of millions of innocent, well, thousands of innocents, that kind of dealio. Faust, that's the thing, Faustian deal. And we stopped it. And she won't be bothering anyone, as she is quite actually dead.
I heard reports that you'd been taken into custody, one of the other people.
Which, I thought she was dead.
No.
I'll be back in a minute.
No. Kegara.
What?
She has... Death is too easy for what she did.
Indeed.
Okay, but if she dies, then the other half who claimed will claim her soul as payment for the thing, and then then she'll be tormented even worse.
She can worry about that when she dies. In the meantime, she has a lot of people to help and a lot of restitution. It's a big word, but it means like fixing the problems that you made.
All right, for you,
Indeed.
small one, she leaves.
There's been
She's in the
enough
hands
killing,
of
Kegara.
Waterdeep, and she will face Waterdavian justice. What of the other members of the Countertits?
One was a weird, I wrote it down. I didn't write it down. A weird fey dog thing that eats fey creatures. The thing that was meant to be impersonating me.
I see.
And when we broke its costume, and then started chasing me. But it ran away. The others are, well, Greggggggggg is no longer being mind controlled, so
Oh,
He
mind
should be.
control, you say?
he had
Who's got those rings? We found the rings on him.
the rings, and they're in one of the bags.
Empty
And that
out the
necklace
rings.
that we broke,
Yeah,
the necklace,
Because they would have gone in
one of ours.
bag
Yeah.
holding. So
Right.
I'll go
Pull
through,
it out.
fossick through it and just like pull it out and just
Yeah, so
pile them up on the table at the end of the table.
Finnegas the wizard, he sort of waves his hand and goes, "Oh yes, I recognize these." So, a collar of domination as well as rings of shed suffering. It appears that Greggggggg was most definitely not a willing participant in all of this. So
No.
that will be.
He's Charmaine's lover. He wouldn't have deliberately gone out of his way to hurt her.
Yes, he's a very nice fella. He wouldn't do something like that.
Oh, well, I'm sure he is, but we will take this most definitely into consideration at the trial.
And the dude that looked like you but didn't look like you,
Who's dead now?
who is dead twice.
Yeah, the mime is gone and should not be bothering us anytime soon.
Well, it appears that's 4 for 4. So, what happened to the goblin? Did he live? Did he escape? What happened to him?
He when we popped his goblin disguise, he turned into a fey dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
Argast?
that.
Ah, a Bagast. Okay, yes.
And then when I guess saw that everybody else was no longer fighting us, ran away.
So he's still at large. All right. Well,
And like don't have the stuff to like stop something that just goes
He did the blinky thing you do occasionally.
Mm.
Looked at Chester.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm not one of them.
No, you're a good boy.
You're much more fluffy
Yeah.
and delicious.
Thank you. And don't eat me, no.
No, for licking.
Oh. Looks down.
Don't you see him licking himself? He's
well,
delicious.
yes.
No, don't embarrassing me.
But you're delicious.
Yeah.
I will ruffle his fur.
So, well, not to interrupt all of this. So that sounds like 3 out of the 4. Well, you've done well. You've returned to the city. It's unfortunately, fortunately, I should say, with the whole entrance to the Underdark being sealed, we should be able to maintain we should be able to bring back order to the city. There's been quite a lot of disruption recently, but as for now,
Before we go any further,
yes.
there's some very unsettling things we need to fix.
Oh.
Now, we were in hell, and there was a lot of mind-controlling nastiness going on. Small one, put your fingers in your ears and hum the happy, happy song. Some of the children were taken under control of the mime.
You hear and a voice comes out from the background. You go, "Oh yeah, that's no worries." And you recognize the voice of the dragon that used to live in your tower.
Oh, dragon friend, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh,
You
it's
remember
been
me?
so long.
I know, I'm Scruffy the janitor. Yeah, my partner actually contacted me. You actually might have met her. She was the one that runs that boutique down in hell.
Yes.
Yes, she sent me a message letting me know that some children will be on the way. They're being taken care of, so
Are they going to be okay?
they're going to be absolutely fine.
Just bear with me for 1 second,
Okay.
and then can I get you to repeat what you just said?
Okay.
Hey!
What?
I've got some news for you that may help just a little wee bit.
Okay.
If you could.
Yeah. So you recognize the human form of your dragon friend.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me, Scruffy, the janitor. So, yeah, we got a special delivery the other day from my partner. You may have met her. She was the lady that runs the boutique down in hell. Yeah. So we got a special delivery, and the children will all be fine. She said there was a little bit of an incident. She didn't really elaborate too much, but all is well. Let's put it that way.
And they return to their parents?
Oh, of course. Well, once we locate them, they were part of in the section
They'll
of the
be
city
in the
that was
yawning
missing.
portal. What's left of them?
So hopefully, we've sent people over to the yawning portal now. They should be getting reports back soon. But as far as we know, yeah, everything is fine.
Okay.
Very good. Yes.
I don't know how to emotionally support you in game. How does this happen?
I rolled for emotional support.
I will roll for emotional support.
The heavy patting on the back that sends Fleur forward every single time Kegara hits her.
I'm just trying to think. I don't want to use animal handling. I've got
That'd be like
initiation.
insight.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Probably.
You will be happy.
I would say like a general wisdom.
Persuasion.
Yeah, just bring it like
general wisdom or insight.
yeah,
or...
just roll the
12?
die. Just roll a dice with insight. Yeah, that'll be. Just say how would be best to emotionally support this person at this time.
Oh yeah. So. Thank you. How about no? Insight. Oh, 13. No, 21.
21. There you go. So, how does Flo
Emotional
react to
supporting?
21?
Okay. It's something to the something like having Fleur sitting in your hand and like gentle shoulder scratches, like fussing up
As
the hair.
opposed to the awkward pat, pat, pat.
Yeah. It's like patting, but more gentle with fingertips rather than whole hands.
Yeah. I'm not accidentally slapping you in the back of the head repetitively.
Yeah. What just ends up
Thinking
happening?
I'm being...
You're just sending Fleur around the room, Paching, like those tennis balls on a string.
Yep.
Totem tennis.
Totem tennis.
Yes.
There we go. That a term.
It's Fleur tennis.
Flex. All right. Well, the Cora goes, well, it appears that you've been very successful in your mission. At this stage, I think you've deserved a well-earned rest. Unfortunately, I can't talk to you much longer. We're still coordinating the cleanup efforts around the city with the other enemies, and I wouldn't ask you to help any more at this stage. So
Why not?
Because you've just returned the city, I'm sure you are quite exhausted.
No.
You are willing to.
I am.
You can help if you wish,
Yes.
but not immediately. You
Why
need,
not?
Because you need to rest. We need you to second you away for now, and then we'll be able to. We need to know where you are so that we can.
Helping people.
We know. Yes, I know. Just please, if you could. I know you've done a lot and you want to keep doing a lot, but just. And then a couple of guards come up behind you, say, "Please, just follow them up to a room, please.
Fine.
Keep yourselves secure for now. We'll talk more in the morning."
Fine. Suspicious.
No.
What about our inn? Can't we just go back to our inn?
Unfortunately, the inn is still under massive. It's still mostly destroyed. There is not much there for you to stay.
I don't need much. I am very little.
So the rest of your companions.
I will shrink them.
I'll take the bed. I'm gonna follow the guard.
Yeah, I'm actually very injured, so I will go to sleep then.
Apparently, Kira lifts up his arm and goes, the smell is terrible. I need to be not stank.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have a garden that I can go and sit in instead?
Unfortunately, most of the
And
gardens.
outside?
Well, there is a window you can see outside. You're not locked in. You can most definitely check out outside there. Just open to the
I
outside.
want plants.
Yes, there's a window box.
Okay. That'll do.
So you guys are escorted upstairs, shown into a room. The guard stands outside. The door is not locked, so you are free to go. But they are keeping an eye on you, as though you are the heroes of the day. But because they've been very, very busy and there's a lot of shit going on, they're not wanting to add an additional element to their current plans, basically. So, as it stands now, you look out over the city of Waterdeep from the window of the Tower of Force Grey, seeing quite a lot of combat going on in the streets, just small skirmishes, little lots of squadrons of Griffin cavalry diving down and attacking things. You even see a couple of metallic dragons assisting with what is going on, in addition to the giant living statues that are around the town. You've never before seen these things, but these statues are actually able to be animated in times of crisis to defend the city against dragon attacks. And so you actually see these statues coming in, and you see, like, at one stage you see a beholder actually shooting beams up out of the ground, and one of the statues just goes boom and steps on it. And you see most everything is sort of forcing everything back into the area that you guys had just restored. And at this stage, if you all wish, you can take a long rest and a level up to level 12.
I'm going to minor illusion some nice plants and things.
Yes. There is a nice window box for you to sit in and watch the carnage.
And I'm also going to, because I'm trying to be helpful here, so I'm also going to, Nathair's Mischief, right? Trying to make
Happy
this
smells.
happy. What's 4?
That's water, isn't it?
Drops of molasses hover in the cube.
Oh,
It's sweet though.
that was sticky.
I'm helping. See, some pretty flowers and apparently molasses.
I'm gonna pull,
And 6 seconds later, it changes.
pull out
It
my
keeps rotating, so...
my cap of water breathing and just sort of sit in it like a tent.
Yeah.
Now you're giggling.
Because now I'm sheltered from the lasses.
Bouquets of flowers now appear all around you.
Okay.
Yeah, because every 6 seconds it changes because of the way
Yeah.
that the spell...
Apple pie. Back to giggling. And this happens for a minute.
Certainly
It's
raises
cycling
spirits.
through the
The different
effects.
things, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, you guys have got some time to yourselves, but you've also got time to do your level up. So, if you want to sort out or discuss what you all wish to do there.
We need like a cheat sheet with all the shit we keep forgetting we have to do.
Alright, everybody. Hit your long rest buttons.
Done that.
Done that.
Alright. The morning comes. You hear the sound of battles going on outside, but overnight, the fighting has actually calmed down. You think that whatever was going on out there, the return of that particular section of the city of Waterdeep has actually effectively put it to an end. It was just them picking up the stragglers now.
Yeah.
And overnight, the City Watch, the Griffin Riders, allies from other locations, and the various members of Force Grey have managed to put together that section of the city and calm down the fighting. As breakfast is brought to your rooms to eat, is there anything anyone wishes to say for the morning or for that evening while you were resting?
I just want to say that, we've been through hell together, and yeah, I appreciate all of you.
That must have taken a lot for you to say. I appreciate the effort.
What? Wasn't that good enough for you?
No, it's...
You can coach me. What should I say?
No, this is good. I'm telling you it's good. Okay. You did good. I'm just, it's not how you normally think the stuff, so it's good. Thank you, I guess.
Well, I am been learned a lot from how about being touching towards people.
Sorry. I've learned a lot about touching people.
I am be learned a lot.
Sorry. When you said that, in my mind, I've learned a lot about touching people.
I have indeed. And there's more to learn.
It's like that line in School of Rock. All I can say is that I'm feeling this semester, every single one of your children has touched me, and I'm fairly certain I've touched all of them. It's like, wait, no, not what I meant.
Oh dear.
All right, cool. So, Ikora comes to you in your rooms and goes, I hope you've all had a good rest. We've managed to rout the enemy back into their various hidey holes. But for now, we have a trial to attend to. In order to make things as swiftly as possible, in order to attempt to bring forth the public unrest, we are going to have at least a preliminary trial for the members of the counter-tits that you have managed to capture. So we will making to the magistrates. You will be the primary witnesses, as it were, in this particular situation. There is evidence against them, of course. We were doing an investigation, but as to what the events were in hell, you are really the only witnesses that we have. Many members of the public have come forth, but with the various reports being scattered and wanting to put this to rest as quickly as possible, we think that just you would be the best choice for this particular situation. So when you are all prepared, the guard here will escort you downstairs and we'll make our way to the courthouse.
Let's go.
Straighten out my flower petals and hop onto Chester.
Okay.
I was struggling to find a word to replace mount.
Mount. Who's boodinging me? Don't boodinging me.
Not me that time.
No, it wasn't you this time. Actually, just turn down the speaker if you could, Blue.
No sound.
Thank you.
No badung.
No badungs.
No badung for you, 1 year.
All right. Okay. And you head on downstairs, mount up, and you travel to... Where is it?
Courthouse?
Courthouse. Thank you.
We've been here before.
You have been here before.
We have been here before.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
We're not on trial.
Not on trial this time, no.
Now, can I I have a thing I want to do. I want to sneak over to the judge's seat and do a thing.
Okay. Give me stealth.
20, 30.
Okay.
Stay on the talking. Hey,
I see you. What are you doing?
And then I come back to the thing, and I sit down where I should be.
What are you doing?
Wait a second. What are you doing? Did you seen this open door? Don't make a big deal of this, otherwise it'll ruin the surprise.
What surprise?
You'll see.
I'm trying to whisper because you know you don't like loud noises when you do sneaky stuff.
Okay, but you need to be quiet or you'll ruin the surprise.
Be quiet.
Okay. Hello. Hello, Godman. Everything's okay. Stuff. Things.
It's nice having a very big passive perception.
It's making the cutting noise. The motion. Everyone.
Where is... Ah, there she is.
Very officiously guarding the windows, apparently.
Windows, yes. Added security since you guys kicked the shit out of the people in the guardhouse the last time. Alright.
If you noticed, Charmaine, there's a lot more guards around here than there were last time. We may have heard about this place.
I suppose we made a good impression then, huh?
Clearly.
Alright. So as...
And you know what? If we didn't want to be here, they still wouldn't stop us.
Yeah, this is true.
As you are sitting, or made to sit at the room is very well guarded, but there's just yourselves and the members of Force Grey. This doesn't look like this has been opened up to the public. However, when you were traveling to the place, there was like an angry mob on the outside. So you think that the rumors have snuck out about what's going on and people are very angry. So they're attempting to put on this thing as almost like a show trial just to show that they are doing something, just to try and calm the residents of Waterdeep down. They've been through quite a lot. Shortly after you settled down, Finnegas and Zareth escort in Greggggggg and Jackelyn. Jackelyn literally gives you the side eye, Jackie, as she walks in, her artificial eye like rotating around and just sort of glaring at you.
I wave and smile and say, "Good luck, Jackelyn."
Bitch.
I mean, I have been in your position before, and I...
Here, literally.
And then, of course, like, quiet. It's an official proceeding. No mocking the prisoners.
I'm not mocking. I'm sincere, as always.
All right. And before long, a big stack of books.
Yes. I thought so. I'm just sitting there like...
I can't tell. Oh, yeah. So as the judge comes out, everyone says, hang on. He says, all rise. The Honourable... Oh, jeez, I've forgotten what I called him now.
Stack of books.
No, he's not. Fair enough then. The Honourable Judge Stacko Books will be presiding over this. Please, everyone sit. And as he sits, you hear...
Kegora.
He doesn't make... Like, he just said...
Kegora, this is official proceedings.
And that was officially funny.
Yeah, it was, but...
And now it is part of the court record. None of this is not funny.
Shh, we'll be shushed.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
So he bangs his stick on the table. So, silence please, this will come to order. The preliminary trial for the 2 captured members of the Counter-Tits. Really? That's... Okay. The counter tits. One Jackelyn Marcaine and Greggggggggg, aka Charmaine. Seriously. Charmaine, no. The two of you are charged with crimes against the city of Waterdeep, namely removing a large section of the city of Waterdeep, attempted murder of city officials, property damage, terrorism, as well as the attempted sacrifice of many of its citizens to evils of the pit. Now, it is my understanding that one of you standing here was not under control of yourself during this situation. And a chorus and goes, "That is correct, Judge. We have discovered that through thank you. Through arcane means, the one Jackelyn Marcaine was actually controlling Greggggggg through this device," and she walks up and places the collar on the bench and said, "A collar of domination, which prevented him from being able to resist any commands that he was given by her. Was also forced to wear these," and placed these 2 rings down on the table. These rings meant that any injury caused to Greg, can I just call you Greg? Greg's like, yeah. To Greg, it was halved and put. So any injury that was caused onto Miss Marcaine here caused the injury to be halved and part of it sent to him. Not only was he not able to control himself and had to follow her commands, he was also forced to suffer whenever she was caused injury. I believe in circumstances such as this, he has suffered enough for the crimes that he has committed. He was not himself and was unable to defend himself and has been through quite a lot of injury and suffering, unusual punishment, as during the course of his incarceration. Because I see. Is this true? And he waves his hand, and you see him cast a spell. And Greg just, "Yes, Judge, it is true. I didn't know that she wasn't the real Jackie, or the Jackie that I knew when she came to our tavern. Can I explain? Please. All right. So, a long time ago, the Jackie, Charmaine, hi. He just waves that. Clown Man, and Fleur. They went to the carnival, and then they didn't come back for a while. But then Jackie came back, and she looked a little bit weird. She had a metal hand and a weird eye, and I thought she was just trying to look different. And she said that everyone had been killed, and I was a bit sad for a while. And then Jackie said, "Well, here you go. Why don't you wear this? It'll make you feel better." And she gave me the pretty necklace, and I put it on, and then I couldn't move myself unless she told me to. And then she told me to wear the ring and put on a pretty dress, which I kind of like, actually. And then I was having to do a lot. I didn't like it, Judge. It wasn't good. And I'm sorry for what I did. It wasn't me. Yes. All right then. And I sense no deception from you. You're most definitely telling the truth. The zone of truth is clear.
I told you he could do that.
And so, with that, I hereby dismiss all of the charges from you, Greg. You may step back. So, thank you very much, Judge. And he comes over to you, Charmaine, and gives you a big hug.
Hey.
Well, hi, honey. I missed you.
Hi, honey. We need to make you a dress that fits you properly.
Well, it fits me great.
It's just a little bit stretched out, dear.
Yeah, okay. Well, I did try and tailor it a little bit. I'm not as good at that with needles and things, but...
Greggggggggg.
Yeah.
Your green is showing.
Oh. I'm sorry. What was it? As for you, Jackelyn Marcaine, or Marthane, I forgot what I called you now. The crimes against you appear clear. However, since we are here in this place, is there anyone who wishes to say anything in your defense? I have heard that there are certain circumstances that you wish to bring, that there are certain circumstances that have been brought to light. So does anyone wish to... Yes.
Yes. Honorable Court.
So 1 moment. And he casts a spell out to you. It's the Zone of Truth. Do you attempt to resist it?
Nah.
Okay.
I have nothing to hide. I am me. I think. I don't know. But...
So state your name. So state your name for the record, please.
Well, I go by Jackie. But I was never given a name. I tend to take names.
Let's see. Go on.
Well,
I'm surprised. If I'm perfectly honest, I'm surprised to see that someone, a shifter of your kind, is wishing to say something to this person here. But as I understand it, there is a certain reason for this. When we were questioning the prisoner, certain things had come to light about you. So I'm glad you have actually decided to come forth yourself in the questioning. So, what is it that you wish to say?
Well, I wish to say that I don't understand why Jackie did what she did. I don't understand what would make someone want someone to suffer. But I can tell you that Jackie was a good woman. I saw into her mind. That's why I chose her. And whatever made her like this, I am sorry, but I believe that she could be a good person again. I believe she has it in her to be good. Would Jackie like to say something in her defense? What made you do this, Jackie? How could you become a good person to someone who wants to make other people suffer? I would like to understand this, and I'm sure the court would too.
She's like looking down, and she sort of looks across at you, and he goes, "You really need to ask that of me?"
Of course, you don't understand. I don't understand. And all this to make me suffer has been a waste, but you can explain. Can you explain it to yourself?
I can explain it to myself. It's very simple. What you took and what you so casually discard, my personality, my identity, you can change to be whatever it is you want, and yet you chose to take what was unique to me and make it your own. And not satisfied with wanting to just take me, you attacked me, you killed me, you maimed me. And then as I lay dying over the cliff that you threw me over, I saw someone. Someone came to me. It was a malevolent voice, and it offered me power, the ability to get revenge upon the person that had caused me so much pain, a person who I thought was a friend. And I didn't want to die, and I didn't know what else to do, and so I took the deal. He gave me power, he gave me life, he gave me the ability to get my vengeance, and I nearly had it too. In return for giving me back life, he demanded 1,000 souls in exchange for mine back. I was nearly free once more, and then you and your friend stepped in and ruined it again for me. You've taken my life from me a second time.
Well, just
that is why.
So you know, I am glad that we stepped in and helped save the innocent people, and I want you to know that I could never actually take your soul. You did that, and you can get it back again. Also, I'm not particularly attached to your identity. So if you want your identity, your life back, you can have it. And I wish to dimension door.
Okay. Before you guys realize what's going on, Jackie just disappears. So.
Well,
Anyone bring snacks?
And then
I feel like some popcorn.
the judge goes, "Guards, begin a search. Want that shifter found." And everyone says, "Guards." A few of the guards break up. He sat in. He bangs his gavel on the table. He's like, "Well,
Kagura's not happy with this.
And then
Not the disappearing bit, but the whole justification for... It's like, oh no, yeah, so you took my identity and dressed like me and was told my friend, like people that you were me. Yeah, okay. You don't get to murder, like, a huge section of the population and give up other people's souls just because you... No, you turn up, you heal yourself up or whatever it is, and then you kill that person at worst. Right? No, there's a whole big cosmic balance thing here that just doesn't work in Kagura's head, and he's not very happy.
okay, tell that to the people of Xeraxis. Anyway,
You mean the people that murdered Untold Worlds?
calm it down. So, at this stage, regardless of the situation for the Shaper Jackie, who will be brought to heel eventually, if anyone else has anything to say.
On her defense, on her behalf?
Yes? Whose defense?
Jackie's defense.
Okay.
Jackelyn, that what person? The one that's still here.
Okay.
Is that's what you're asking?
Either.
For or against?
Either or.
I feel like if Jackelyn had perhaps talked to us instead of attacking us, things might have been a little bit different.
I didn't know who you people were, and you were working with the thing that killed me.
We didn't know that it was a thing.
So I didn't know that I could trust you.
But you didn't try either.
I know. It's difficult to trust when you've been betrayed.
Fair. She's alive because of me. I stopped her from dying when we finished our battle because I wanted her to have another go. And I don't understand the deal that she's made with the big bad person or whatever, and she'll have to figure that out at some point, I guess. But I figured that, and since Jackie has so kindly given her identity back, perhaps maybe Jackelyn could work on being Jackelyn more instead of angry Jackelyn. And that would be nice. I don't know. The other part of it is you've hurt a lot of people who weren't in the fight, who didn't need to be hurt. You have a lot of sorries to say, and I want you to have that opportunity to say those sorries, because I find that saying sorry always helps you feel better, especially if you can help the people that you hurted. I wanted you to have a second go, and so I saved your life.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Plus 9, 25.
25. All right. Like she's sort of just looking at you angrily, and then just this one. So you just hear her just mutter almost to you, just like, fine.
And I'd love to help you, but I'm probably a reminder of the stuff that has caused you a lot of pain, so I will stay out of your way if that's not going to help you. But like, I don't hold any ill will for you.
She just goes, nor are you. You were just simply in my way.
Yeah. And you were hurting people and I couldn't allow that.
And then the judge is like, well, enough of this. If there's no more evidence to be brought, this is not a therapy session.
But helping. What evidence do you want? Ask me questions.
I would like to hear your account of the events that occurred in Avernus, if you could. And if you like, you don't necessarily have to actually tell the whole story.
Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. You've asked me to wax lyrical. You're in for it now.
Yeah. So
4 hours later.
Yeah, so if you guys
And
want,
then-
if the group would like to do a group performance check, you guys can tell the glorious tale of the.
Wait.
That was so nearly a natural 20, and then it went
Natural
to
20.
it. No, I'm pretty sure I have a thing for this.
You think your minimum roll is like a 10 if you get less than 10.
No, it's specific for persuasion or deception,
Right.
but it's not for performance.
So you guys are hit with the zone of truth. So every time you attempt to embellish, you get reined in. Like you try to embellish it a little bit, and then you go, and then there was 100 meters of them. You know, when you're trying to say 100,000 of them, it makes you adjust to tell the story technically accurately. And eventually,
I probably waffle too much and keep getting cut off.
yes,
Net 20 plus 12.
yeah. So 32 on
gross.
performance. And so after a while, you have finished recounting your tale, and Judge Stackerbooks says to Jackelyn, "Does any of this account differ from yours?" He goes, "No, that sums it up pretty well."
Sorry. Also, not sorry. This sucks either way.
Well, at this stage, given that your deal with your supposed
What was his name again?
Moloch,
Moloch.
yes,
Moloch.
this deal with your patron is likely going to result in additional issues with you in accordance with your death, and she actually knows if that is correct, Judge. As I see little alternative than to repeal the death penalty in this situation. You will, however, be remanded to the maximum security prison of Revel's End until such time as new evidence is brought against you, or until such time as you either perish of natural causes, or the city of Waterdeep can find another use for your talents. This session is adjourned. Oh, you wish to say something?
I was just gonna ask if perhaps it might be useful if she can have access to like pen and paper so she can write to people.
Granted. And so with that, Jackelyn is cuffed. She gives you another look, Fleur, as she is taken out.
I'll write to you.
And you hear the shouting from people outside, and then the sound of horse and cart being taken away. And that, unless anyone else has anything that they wish to add in this particular situation.
Honey, you need to get over yourself.
All right. So Jackie has disappeared forever, apparently.
Well, you know,
For
I
now.
might be back in another form. I just could see where this was going.
Someone will rock up like, oh, howdy, stranger. I'm Jackie.
Yeah, another form ain't gonna work.
Not against
Not with me
Fleur.
around.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, my name's Bruce.
My
no,
name's
it's not
Bruce.
Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Your white is showing.
Okay. And with that, the day's events come to an end. Fast forward.
Home, sweet home. Why am I on my butt? Why am I on my butt? There we go.
Yeah, because you landed on the edge.
Sweet home, it's a tavern. Ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding.
There's the original Greggggggggg. So he's now
Pretty.
forever pretty.
No one will ever take him seriously as an answer.
You just gotta look at the contrast here. He actually stands up straight when he's
He's got
in.
those demonias on.
He's got the corset that's making
He's got
him
the
not
corset. He's also
slouch.
got the heels. So he's a lot. So he's a lot taller in his dress form than his normal orc form.
Well, he is
I'm
big,
less
so.
Yeah,
Less beard to get caught in your tusks.
yeah.
Whatever floats your boat. Greggggggggg.
Over the next 6 months, the city of Waterdeep is put back on track. This city has been through quite a lot, but when the people of Waterdeep come together, it is able to accomplish great feats. And within a very short space of time, the entire city is rebuilt, at least to a decent degree. You are once again given medals in support of the city of Waterdeep. In addition, one night during this time frame, the group of you are approached by a cloaked figure.
Jackie.
Which Jackie?
A little cloaked figure?
Actually quite tall.
Oh.
You've seen these people before, one of the masked lords of Waterdeep. These are a group of unknown individuals that actually run the city of Waterdeep. There are a series of open lords, but the city is primarily run by the masked lords. And the masked lord comes to you and offers your group the potential for one of your number to become a member of the masked lords. So you would need to discuss that amongst yourselves, which member of your number you would nominate.
Charmaine.
Why me?
Because you know how to be lordy.
Oh, that is true, isn't it?
I know how to be a lord.
And
The robes will fall right off me. I'd be so obvious.
And I would make sure that there was like chicken wrestling at least 3 nights a week.
And whoopee
know,
cushions
it's-
under every single judge.
You know, it's kind of it's a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, let me put my serious hat on for a minute.
Why so serious?
That's never going to happen. Anyhow, there'd be like chicken wrestling 3 nights a week, and wild pig riding, and yeah, no, you don't want me with that kind of bell.
That would be interesting, though, wouldn't it?
Well, I'd laugh my ass off, but you know, the rest
It'd
of
be very funny.
yes.
All right.
It kind of has to be you.
Can we
I
have
mean, if
chicken
nobody
wrestling?
else wants
you
it.
don't. have to have it.
And again, you don't necessarily have to take it. It is a great honor, but there is no dishonor or offense given if you actually turn down the position.
It's like,
Well, they-
sorry, your robes don't suit my complexion, and we move on with our
It's
lives.
not my color. Will they give us time to think?
Of course. And this is during the 6-month period, so it's not like immediate. So this is just events that are happening during this time frame.
You know, at least chicken wrestling once a week, yeah?
Well, if I'm going to be the one to take it, I want to go and talk to my family before I do that.
Mm-hmm.
For reasons.
Okay. You meet up with Rudolph. He is back at home, and he actually invites you and your companions to dinner to thank you for actually freeing Zybilina. He has got his powers back after the
Yes.
after the incident in Prismere. He's been able to commune with her. You also get a letter from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light thanking you all for freeing Zybilina from her temporal stasis. The Witchlight Carnival has now returned back to a place of joy and happiness. Very few items are going missing from people that come and visit, although occasionally there are some less
Scrupulous.
not less scrupulous thing. Less critical items go missing. People don't go there and lose their smiles and things like that. People go there and occasionally one person will lose their pants. Things of that nature. It's no longer as wonderfully terrifying as it had been in the past. He...
Yes.
The mosquitoes are out.
Yeah, it's all good. Rudolph actually says to you, Charmaine, it's like, so I'm assuming you got a visit?
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, yes, I'm surprised you didn't recognize me.
Well, I didn't want to assume.
Well,
Also,
yes, yeah, of course.
there were
I
people
did.
around.
I did. I'm not there, but I did.
Yeah. No, you guys are all there.
Oh,
like, this
having this conversation
yeah,
on the table, right?
So
Okay.
yeah, he's actually bringing it up at the table, so he doesn't.
Were you on like stilts? He's a halfling, right?
He's a halfling, yeah.
Were you on like stilts, or did you have?
No,
Is it two halflings in a trench coat?
the Lord's ensemble allows you to give off the illusion of particular height, whilst inside it sort of levitates me. I mean, I feel like I have longer legs. It's kind of weird. Would you like to try it out?
It's
Can
quite
I?
fun.
Of course. And he takes you to a room and opens up a cupboard, and there's like the Lord's ensemble sitting in there, and you can just fly inside of it. When you do, you now are big. Like you basically float inside the helmet, but as you move your hands and move your legs, the suit walks like.
Charmaine, this is weird.
And as you say that, you go, Charmaine, is it weird? It changes your voice.
This is really
It's
weird.
really weird.
Do you need help escaping?
It could be
You
done.
could be done.
Like if you don't
Yeah,
want
you
to.
don't want it.
Do you want to be a
Well,
masked lord?
Oh,
Given that
given that.
this is how
this
the
is
thing
how
works,
the thing works.
I
I
could
could
do it.
do it.
I would be very
That would be
unusual.
very
I need
unusual.
lessons
I need lessons, yes.
on
on,
like
like,
how to
How to
be lordy.
be lordy.
Well, I'm sure we can work on it together.
But like
But like,
also, if
like
you want
also,
to do
if
it,
you want to do it,
I'll be your bodyguard.
I'll be your bodyguard.
No, that'll give it away.
Yeah, that'll give it away.
You could hide in my sleeve.
I could hide.
Like
my
it hide
sleeve.
your sleeve.
You could be two lords in one.
I don't know if they'll let.
I don't know
us
if
do
that'll
that.
let us do that.
We could try.
We can try.
They can't stop
They
me.
can't stop me. Hmm. All right. So,
I can do so much good in this.
and also during that particular dinner, Greggggggg takes Rudolph aside into one of the side rooms, and you hear a bit of a hushed conversation. And a short while after that, Rudolph comes out with a big grin on his face, and Greg comes in and he goes, Charmaine. He kneels down. you're the love of my life. Would you do me the honor of putting on an even nicer dress than you're currently wearing, and me putting on another nice dress, of course, and us getting married?
Of course, that would be lovely. Oh, Greg.
Oh, yes, Come here, darling.
Lots of smooches.
And so...
You might not have time to be a lord. You'll be busy making babies.
Oh,
we get married in the Feywilds.
yes. You're all using your planning over the next however long you guys decide to plan for. So, Fleur, you know the use of the fairy circles and teleportation back to the Feywild. And so, teleporting back to the Feywild, to the Palace of the Heart's Desire.
That's an appropriate place to get married.
Mm-hmm. There he is, father of the bride.
A bit tall, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. You should be half scale. There. Perfect. Actually, might need to be a little bit bigger. That's more gnome size. Should probably be this big. There you go. That's halfling.
The X scaling before that happened.
All right. The wedding at the in the gardens of the Palace of the Heart's Desires. Chester is the ring bearer. Rudolph gives away
I'm the flower person.
the bride. Fleur is most definitely the flower person.
Druidcraft.
Zyblina giving the speech saying, "It's been a while since I saw such joy here in the Palace of the Heart's Desire. And I think it fitting that the fact that my rage could find love out there in the world means that there is a potential for all things to be able to be loved and to find what it is that their heart does truly desire. And with that, I would like to ask, do you, Charmaine, take this mighty orc to be your lawful betrothed and bound?
I do.
And do you, Greg, take this orc to be your loved and betrothed forever? I do. And by the power of me, as the monarch of Prismere, the mighty Zyblina, it is my joy to join you two and give you your heart's desire. You two may now kiss each other. And there is cheering. And after the ceremony is complete, Zyblina comes to Kegara and says, "You seem troubled. Is there something that I can help you with?"
Yes. I'm not everything I should be,
I can tell.
and I'm not everything I could be.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very murder hobo-y. I'm now, for better or worse, I suppose, not entirely a paladin of Chuckles, but kind of. And I don't know how to balance that with everything else. I need some time to just reset.
A thought occurs.
Yes.
The Witchlight Carnival still travels. It travels the multiverse. If you wish to join them, I'm sure Mr. Witch and Mr. Light would value your companionship on their travels. least until you feel you are ready to rejoin your companions.
I think this might be a good chance to focus on the other elements of the craft, rather than merely the giving of death.
I understand that.
I have someone I need to ask first before I go.
Well, not right away. We still have a banquet to consume.
Yes. Okay.
But when you're ready, come see me.
Yes.
I'll make it so. And so the evening's festivities go on. Conversations are had. Much drink is drunk.
You nearly got it.
Speaking of murder hoboing,
Mosquitoes are crushed down the ceiling of the tent. What is it? Any conversations that you guys would like to have?
I thought you were putting your hand
No,
up.
she was scratching.
Okay.
I was like, Jack, he was like, hey, where'd you come from?
I'm going to have the talk with Fleur
Mm-hmm.
and let her know that I'm going to be going away for a while. And I'm going to be going and joining the Witchlark Carnival
Okay.
to
Well, have your conversation then.
spend... Look, I've not been quite myself for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think
For a while. You've been trying. But yes.
my head's not where it used to be. I mean, my head was never where it should have been because, look, when you've got an immortal laughing one in your brain all the time telling you things you must be doing, it doesn't quite work the way you think it's going to work.
You've
Ever.
been more angry than funny a lot.
I've died a lot. And I think...
Yeah, you need to stop that.
I don't think that's going to happen anymore like that. Well, maybe it might. I never know. But, I want to go and spend some time getting my head right and practicing my tradecraft of the ha-ha, not the dab, death stab.
That sounds like a good idea.
And I wanted to know maybe if you wanted to come to the Witchlight Carnival and maybe you could help people and do nice things there and eat all the raspberry pudding cup things you like.
The custard cups.
That's the ones.
Yeah.
It might help you deal with heal.
I've been thinking
Mm-hmm.
maybe I can, because I have these little things,
Yes.
but apparently they do the boom boom
Yes.
real good. I'm motioning, jabbing with my fist for those who can't see what's
Yep.
going on.
Playing along at home.
Doing this.
And I like stopping people from getting hurt.
Yes.
And that's not supposed to happen in the the carnival. People aren't supposed to get hurt. They're supposed to have fun, supposed to have jokes.
Yes.
So I was maybe thinking, like, we kind of signed up for 4th grade, but we haven't really, like, done a lot for them. Like, I mean, we saved the city, but that was Jackie's fault, and we kind of took care of the mess that we were attached to.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, well, maybe I can spend some time working with 4th grade to do, like, good stuff and make people's lives better and, find lost children and stuff.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
That sounds
and-
like a grand idea.
And you can come and help me when you get your head right. Because you don't need supervision.
That's not entirely true.
Kegara.
Anyway,
Kegara.
yes.
You are already supervised.
Yes.
And if you fuck up that bad that you need my supervision, well, you're not going to like my supervision because it comes with pow and pow.
Pa chow.
Yaha.
Pa and chow.
There, that one. I haven't got the catchphrase. No, it's pa, and pa-chow.
Yeah, that works. Well, okay. I just thought that I would extend the thing so it didn't look like I was abandoning you when you might need help.
No, I appreciate that. And I think it might help me too that we have some space.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
But I can find you again. Because I'll come back here.
Oh, yes. Well, yes.
And then Sabrina will send me to you.
This works.
Probably. Maybe, if I ask her nicely.
She seems nice enough.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are having your conversation.
Is that a slaughtered cow on the table?
Yes.
It's been cooked.
That's for Chester.
It's like this lovely wedding feast and half a dead cow.
Yeah. Well, the reason being is because this room in the Witchlight campaign actually has an ogre
Ah, yes. That's
eating
right.
stuff at the table. That's why there was a. I just repurposed the room as the banquet hall because it is the banquet hall. But
Yes, well, this is true.
during the evening after you have finished your conversation, as the evening comes to a close, Rudolph will jump up on the table, will bang his cup, say, I'm a little bit on the inebriated side.
I can help with that.
Oh, no. I don't be ruining my hard work.
Did you want to do it again?
Just leave me alone. I try remember this. What I was going to say. Just wanted to say that this has been an absolute fantastic day. Well, why is the initiative tracker still up? I need to delete that shit.
No one was looking until you said so.
Want to delete the initiative for this old campaign section. So, as I was saying, I wanted to just thank you all for all you've done for my little girl, and I hope that Greg will take very good care of her, and I'm guessing the grandchildren will be on the way eventually, maybe, possibly. Oh, okay. But I just want to give a special toast. A special toast to my patron Zyblina, and of course the Forabreast, the bard of the multiverse. He takes a big drink and then just falls down off the table.
Oh.
Oh dear. Shami's gonna go pick him up and like put him in the corner on a cushion. Please no one step on my father.
And with that, I think that's kind of a good button point to finish up this particular session. An epilogue to your incredibly long, basically non-stop journey since you guys kicked off this campaign. We're pretty much halfway through what I'd planned for this particular group. But with Jackie disappearing, things may end up changing a little bit there, but we'll see how that all plays out in the future. And so the next morning, Kegara is teleported away to join the Witchlight Carnival. The rest of it's like Greg, Rudolph, Charmaine, and Chester and Fleur are teleported back to Waterdeep, where you continue your working for Force Grey, doing other little bits and pieces, and that's where we'll fade to black on all of you as we zoom out of the 17 daggers?
Yep.
As Charmaine is giving the performance, Greg standing out the front.
Cue the cheers music.
And then the credits roll.
Where everyone
Mid-credit
knows your
sequence.
name.
We cut to Jackie teleporting out of the room, and you hear in your head, "Oh, good girl." In your head, the fish is that, you know what? There's someone I want you to meet. I think you'll really enjoy meeting Xanathar. Let's go. Boom. Cut to black.
No.
Nice.
Honestly, that I didn't see. I wasn't expecting Jackie to actually do that teleport thing away. I was like, oh, you're leaving. Okay, cool.
I might have been arrested. I don't know what's going on. It would have come to light that I'm a shapeshifter and I tried to kill someone.
Right. Everyone here knows I'm a shapeshifter. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
The correct thing to do. The tactically correct thing to do. Good job.
All right, well, good job, everyone. I thought that was fun, a good session, a good button to leave this particular chapter on. Next week, we'll be kicking off with a new chapter. Jackie's actually going to be away that week, so it kind of works out that she won't be there for the kickoff, but I hope to see you all here for the next session, where what new adventures will await the 4 abreast? Well, now the 3 abreast.
No.
Oh, 4. It'd still be 4.
No, actually, 2 breasts have left.
2 breasts have left, but still, you still do have a Chester, which technically could count as the 4th. Or Deacon could join you permanently and become the 4th.
No, I was counting tits.
Oh, you're actually counting tits.
Yes.
Ah.
Fleur doesn't have tits.
True. I thought it was the joke that you were always standing in a line. That was the
No,
formation.
it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4
Right,
breasts.
The 4. Okay. Because the joke for me was that you were always standing in line abreast, so you were the 4 abreast.
I always thought it was like, to keep abreast of the situation.
That
so
too, yeah.
Abreast.
It's a lot of different translations on how the name actually functions, but
And as Kegara would say, oh, it's a tit joke.
Alrighty. Well, for now, thank you to my players. Jackie.
Not Jackie.
Fleur.
Waiting to say that, haven't you?
Also not Jackie.
Kegara.
Where'd she go?
And Charmaine. Greggggggggg. Your name's now Charmaine. No, it's Charmaine. Because Greg's last name is
Unless he took Charmaine's.
Charmaine's name, true. So, yes. So did you wish to take Greg's name, or are you still a Hanson?
Well, Charmaine's the one wearing the pants in the relationship.
Okay, then. So
Yeah.
it's now Greggggggg Hanson, then. All right, cool. I like it. So, and Charmaine Hanson. Sir Charmaine Hanson, Knight of Prismere.
Is it not now Mrs. Sir Charmaine
Mrs.
Hanson?
Sir, or Sir Mrs., whichever way it goes. Either way, say goodbye. I'm trying to quit this session. And until next time, everybody.
We didn't decide who's going to be the Masked Lord, or are we just going to work together? Is that something we're allowed to do?
Yeah,
Will
if
they
you want
allow
to do it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, the masked lords don't go looking underneath each other's masks.
This is true.
So if you
It's a secret thing between the two of you. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
when you're not doing it, you're doing it.
yeah,
When you're not
you,
doing
if
it,
you,
you're doing
yeah,
it.
you're just the specific representative from your area that you
Right,
get picked. So
okay.
you're just the newest lord. Like
Right.
you pick your lordly name, and that's just your representation on the council. So
You get to pick a name.
Yes.
Lord Breast, obviously.
and clearly, every now and again, randomly, when chicken wrestling is mandated, clearly Kegara's found the costume. Just saying.
we've got to look forward to all this political intrigue, just like episode 1 of Star Wars.
Oh.
And until next time, everybody, remember to keep
Oh.
on blending. Bye!
Bye. Or we could be Lord Phallus.